Cindy and Lisa are two friends. They've been friends for over 20 years. Cindy lives down under in Queensland in Australia, while Lisa lives in sunny California in San Francisco. They've decided to go on a holiday in Berlin. They've been saving up for about 6 months. They bought the tickets, they packed their bags, they're very meticulous in what they do. And one of the things they didn't forget was to make sure that their mobile driving licenses were working. Cindy's was issued by the government of Queensland, and Lisa's was issued by the state of California. They jump on the plane, they have a good flight. As soon as they picked up their bags, they go straight to the counter where they're supposed to pick up their car for the 2-week trip. They fill out the forms, they present their mobile driving licenses, but they don't work. What's going on? Both of these driver's licenses are cryptographically correct. Both of them comply with and conform to the standard. So what exactly is the problem? My name is Tunji, and I'm the host of this new show called The Identity Layer. In this podcast, we're going to take a deep dive look at a lot of the challenges you have with digital identity, whether it's governance, whether it's legal, whether it's policies, whether it's trust frameworks, bilateral agreements, adoption, change of governments. We're going to take a critical look at the issues as to why a lot of countries are still struggling today, even in the EU, to implement a lot of these standards. We have a lot of standards out there, but they don't all talk to each other. So one of the things that we're going to look at earlier on in the series will be interoperability, because it's very key and very important. If you take a trip down to any of the identity shows you find around the world, whether it be in Singapore, whether it's Amsterdam, London, Berlin, where have you, or you look at you visit one of these online webinars, you find a lot of people talking about interoperability. But what exactly is it? How do we solve it? How did it come about? For me, I have a strong, firm belief in a saying: every problem has a solution. The problem is always finding the solution. So that is what this show is about. In episode 3 and beyond, we're going to have a number of very important guests on our show, and I'm very excited to have them. They're going to come from a number of NGOs, United Nations bodies. We're going to have technocrats and technical experts from private companies as well. What you're not going to find on this show is us disparaging any form of identity solution. We are not going to be promoting any or favor any standard over the other, but we are going to take a deep dive look into the challenges, the opportunities, and potential solutions. I'm a firm believer in the phrase, every problem has a solution, but the problem is finding the solution. So I hope you're going to subscribe to this channel and work with us on this journey. It's going to be very exciting indeed. We're hoping to have about 12 episodes in the first season of the show, and depending on how it's going to be well received, we will extend it beyond that. From episode 5 and beyond, we're going to have a special segment which I'm going to tell you more about in the next episode. I'm a very firm believer in diagrams, and one of the things we're going to do on this show is to make sure that we have a lot of diagrams, essays, presentations that people can take a look at on Substack. We'll pick a few of them, like the interoperability problem that we illustrated at the beginning of this episode. And then we are going to take a look at things like the fact that standards are actually required. Where there are no standards, they're actually going to be a problem. But then again, if there are too many standards, that in itself is a problem. So one of the things we're going to take a close look at is competing standards that are out there, the choices that governments have for implementation, the dilemma that they face. We'll look at the alignment of trust frameworks around the world, assurance mapping, privacy requirements, because that is very key in this day and age, legal recognition, operational complexity, and of course, we'll also take a look at cross-border interoperability, which is different from the interoperability stacks that we were talking about just now. Now, we'll also take a look at multiple credential ecosystems. There are quite a number of them out there. And we'll take a deep dive into a few of them, bringing in a number of technology experts to filter them down, break them down, and see which ones are best suited for certain environments. Because when you're going to deploy a digital ID ecosystem, it has to be fit for purpose. In Africa, we have a saying that it's the man who wears the shoe who knows where it pinches. I don't see how the EU digital identity wallet is going to be a fit for purpose anywhere in Africa, sub-Saharan Africa. Meanwhile, there are other standards that could actually be easily adopted in one or more of these nations. So our job is to help you look at these things and see how we can possibly go towards the goal of global interoperability. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Identity Layer. Stay tuned.